they were actually getting into the core plot of a post-apocalyptic world and trying to survive and the life and death struggles of each character. And when I watched the 4-hour miniseries, I couldn't look at it objectively. I couldn't appreciate it. I just almost wanted to push it away. And the funny part was, it was when it got into the series and they actually started the episodes and they got into space, all of a sudden I'm watching this, and then for whatever reasons, the walls came down, the bias and prejudice went out the back window, and I was able to really start appreciating the characters, the story, the backstory, and I thought, oh my God, what they were getting into was what I had wanted to get into 30 years earlier. They were actually getting into the core plot of a post-apocalyptic world and trying to survive and the life and death struggles of each character. And I got blown away by the artistry of it. And then when Glenn Larson asked me to come in, I was still torn only because I had invested so much time and energy in doing a continuation and had fought so hard for that. But I said, I've said no so many times in my life, being the idealistic Braveheart guy, I crashed and burned so many times out of my idealism, and I said, why don't we say yes once and go in? What's going to hurt you to go in and sit down and listen? And I went down in there, and I really enjoyed talking to Ron Moore. And then the character of the Nelson Mandela-style political revolutionary really intrigued me. Finally, I said, I would love to do this. And he said, well, it's a guest star role, but it could turn into a continuing role. And ultimately it did.